Hey guys, Michael LaFido. Hope you're having a great week. In this week's Luxury Weekly video, I'm going to give you a couple content ideas to bring value and educate your local marketplace, buyers, sellers, or your database. And two topics. And again, the whole idea behind this is if you bring value to your market, whether it be on social media or you post on YouTube and you have a decent following, you create trust. When you build trust, that's how you attract referrals and buyers and sellers and recommendations. So people want to buy and sell with somebody they like and they trust, and there's a local market expert. So let's go right into the two suggestions. I'm actually going to be shooting tomorrow professional videos in our studio on these two topics. So one of the topics I'm going to be talking about was how there was a jump in $4 million sales in Chicagoland in 2025, the most $4 million sales ever, and it was up 47% versus the previous year. And for you, that might be $1.5 million in your market, or maybe 8 million or 16 million, or maybe you're in a small town and so that could be just $1 million sales. So it's all relative. Don't get discouraged. But in my market, in the Chicagoland market, $4 million sales are up 47%. So I'm going to do a video just on that. Another topic that you might want to do a video on, I like not bashing my competition. I never name other real estate agents. You and I both know there's a lot of lazy agents out there. There's a lot of part-time agents out there. So if you're a full-time agent and you work really hard and you come across maybe an agent that doesn't, don't talk about that agent, but that could perhaps be a video that warns consumers that all agents aren't created equal. You know, there was a statistics flying around. Actually, a buddy of mine sent me a text, and I don't think it applies here to the US. I think it was Canada, but it was like 71% of real estate agents last year sold 0 homes. Again, I think it was Canada. But my point being, that would be perhaps, if it was US based, that perhaps would be a educational video that you could talk about, maybe how you and your team, you're full-time, you have a personal assistant, and whether they're buyers or sellers and they want to get into a home, you'll make it happen because you are a full-time agent. But that's not where I'm going with the next video. This next video I'm going to be creating is talking about how there's a lot of lazy agents out there. So I represent a couple buyers right now. One is trying to get into a $3 million showing up in Barrington Hills, which is a northwest suburb here, very affluent area. I sold a $6.5 million home there last year. It was the Empire home. But this agent has rescheduled so many times. I'm trying to get him in here this weekend. And again, she just has a small window. And I don't believe it's that seller's small window. In other words, the seller is being the difficult one. I think it's the listing agent. And just a reminder, buyers want to see a home when it's convenient to them, not when it's convenient to the listing agent. And so that was frustrating. Another property that I've shown a couple times, actually shown it 3 times. It's in my market. It's an off-market home that's 2.1 million, and they went with an agent from another area. And I know, I could tell by the body language when I'm scheduling showings, A, the agent doesn't even want to be there because she's used to higher priced properties than 2.1 million. So she's annoyed that she has to be there. And B, again, I know she's scheduling around her schedule and we've lost out on some showings. So that could be another educational video on how consumer buying or selling a home, they want to work with a full-time agent that's energetic, that's hungry, and that's going to make sure that buyers can see your home, your listing when they want to see it, or working with a flexible agent. So that's kind of my message with this. So there's 3 video topics. Number 1, of course, could be blank number of sales above blank. So again, for me, I'm going to be talking about $4 million sales, how they skyrocketed, 47% increase this past year. Another video could be NAR data, or do your due diligence, make sure you're using good data. And of course, the third, talking about how there's a lot of lazy agents that schedule showings or schedule appointments for their listings or buyers around their schedule. Hope this is helpful. Michael LaFido, make it a great day. Have a great weekend. It's going to be a cold one in many parts of the country. Take care.